Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're here with the Ultimate Racing League and this is the Sunday Championship and this is round 9. The penultimate round of the Sunday League Championship. It's been a good season so far with, I believe, Toby is leading the way in the championship. I think, I haven't really seen the standings, but I believe he is. So, as you can see on the screen, we are at the Helicious. We have travelled to Italy for Monza. Now this is a 27 lap race. They do have to use all 3 tyres and they are all in the Ferrari still, which they have been using for the remainder of since the start of the season. So anyway, let's get on with the race. Let's just get on with qualifying. They did 10 minutes. Toby got pole. Dyson got second. Mosom got third. Fitzy got fourth. Smith got fifth. Oz got sixth. Neil got seventh. Chuck got eighth. Victor got ninth. Unforgiven got 10th. Rogers got 11th. P. White got 12th. Paul got 13th. And Rossi got 14th. So let's get these guys on the rate and see how everyone does. I think the main challenge on this track will be the chicanes. Anyway, wait for the lights to go out, and they all go as Toby takes them down towards the first chicane, lying very fast. Hopefully everyone can get through it without an issue. And they do, no issues whatsoever. It's a great going there, guys. Now they race down towards the next chicane. It looks like Motorstorm Hero's eyeing up a move on Dyson here as they come down to the chicane. Can he pull it off? And he does. Nice move there from Motorstorm. Ooh, but Dyson's coming back at him. But Motorstorm is just ahead now as they go through these next couple of corners. Oh, Dyson goes out a bit wide there. That leaves an opening for Fitzy to get past. So Fitzy's up to third. Dyson's down to fourth now. Smithy's now making a move on Dyson as they're side by side. Oh, Smithy's ahead with Dyson slotting in just behind. Neil there in 6th. Chuck's right behind him in 7th. Victor there in 8th. Oz there in 9th. Rodders there in 10th. Looks like Rodders is trying to challenge Oz, but not able to. Oz is keeping that position away from him. Unforgiven there is an 11th. He's being chased by Paul, which I think he's qualified lower than he would want to have done. I think usually he would have qualified a lot better. And then P. White there in, oh, it looks like there's a move going on. Oh, Ozzy's making a move on. Oh, there's lots of move. It looks like Chuck tried to make a move on Dyson, didn't work. They're literally all going for it here. I've just got Unforgiven. Oh! Have a look, try and have a look, see what happened there. Trying to work out who that was. Was it Paul who went off? No, Dyson. Yeah, I think it was Dyson. Oh. Okay, Dyson got a bit of a bump from Chuck, and then oh, it was Rodders who went off. Oh, he got bumped by. I think he got bumped by Victor. Oh, yeah, he did. So it's all going off in his first couple of laps. Victor's now dropping down the field. He's dropped down to 12th now. With P. White there in 13th. And Rossi there in 14th. And Toby, he is literally flying at the moment. He's opened up that gap to Fitzy, who's now in second. He's got past Motorstorm. I think this could be the race of Fitzy. The Motorstorm Hero chasing Fitzy down, looking for that position. With Smith there in 4th, Neil there in 5th, and there's a bit of a gap to Chuck in 6th. Got Dyson trying to chase him down. There's Rodders right behind Dyson. Ozzy there in 9th, trying to chase him down as well. Right, Dyson and Rodders are going side by side, battling out to see who can get down to the chicane first. Looks like Rodders is just ahead. Oh, here's that. Oh, Unforgiven got that all completely wrong. Oh, okay. He actually did what basically I did yesterday. Rather than hitting the person in front, he's taken himself off, so he's done the right thing there. Lap 3, still got lots of laps to go. Anyway, I haven't even gone through what tyres everyone is on. So Toby started on the mediums, Fitzy started on the softs, Motorstorm's on the mediums, Smith's on the mediums, Neil's on the mediums, Chuck's on the softs. Rodders is on the softs. Dyson's on the hards, Oz is on the hards, Paul's on the softs, Victor there is on the hards, P. White's there on the hards, Ross is on the mediums, and Unforgiven there is on the softs. So yeah, Ross, Toby has got the fastest lap currently. No, Fitzy has now got the fastest lap with a 1:49.7. But I'm probably guessing once Toby or Motorstorm get onto the faster tyres, I think they'll probably could set faster laps. But they all come through the chicane. They are starting to even out a bit now, to make the racing less chaotic. So P. White is the first person to pit to get off his tyres, and he's now going from hard onto medium tyres. Now Toby had opened up that gap, but Fitzy is reeling him in gradually. Toby's fastest lap is a 50.2. Fitzy's obviously is a 49.7, so Fitzy is running quite a bit hard, like half a second faster than Toby. I think it's going to come down to who uses their fuel the quickest. But Toby is all purple. purple on those medium tyres. So could Toby be just about to take the new fastest lap? Oh! So much storm comes through this section. Oh, goes that too wide. Oh, that completely thrown him off. I'm going to say, everyone's got a livery on. For some reason, it hasn't shown Motorstorm's livery, but he does have one on. I think he's the only one who hasn't got a livery on, but that's not his fault. That's the game. So anyway, with that spin, that's dropped him all the way down to 7th now. And he's got a rampant Aussie chasing him down. But Aussie, the only advantage Motorstorm has got, oh, look at that, 3 wide here. Oh, Chuck's there. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Gotta look at that one again. Chuck gets out that corner a lot better than Neil and Smith does. Chuck goes to the inside, pulls 2 places, and then Smith and that is, shows how, oh, Smith picked up half-second penalty, but you can see it shows how quick and how close the LOC drivers are, because I can't see anyone else pulling that off. Anyway, Chuck is back down to 5th, but he will go up to 4th once Smith serves his penalty. So Toby's purple again, still in the lead, but Fitzy is definitely closing that gap. He is getting closer every single corner. Fitzy does have a bit more fuel than Toby does. But there's Neil there in 3rd. Chuck's up to 4th after Smith has served his half-second penalty now. Waters is up to 6th, so he's had a good start to this race, but he's on soft, so he's going to have to run all the other tyres. This is probably his best race so far on lap 6. Waters going for a move on Smith moves to the right, but Smith keeps that position. Rogers is coming back at Smith here. They are side by side with Smith just a little bit ahead. Coming down to the next corner, but yeah, Rogers backs off a little bit to let Smith go. And Motorstorm there is 7th. With Dyson there in 8th. Oh, someone's had an issue. P. White, looks like he's had an issue here. Oh no, he hasn't had an issue. He pitted, didn't he? Yeah, no, sorry, he didn't have an issue. He has pitted onto medium tyres. But anyway, obviously lap 6 with Toby still leading. Fitzy closing that gap down gradually. I think this is where we were. Neil there in third. He's being chased by... Oh! Chuck got that wrong. Just got that wrong just a little bit. Oh! That's a shame for Chuck there. He'll be kicking himself for making that mistake. Now he's going to drop all the way down to the back of the field because he's going to have to wait for everyone to go past. So that is bad luck there for Chuck. Now he's going to have work to do to catch everyone up again. But with Chuck going off, that's going to now Rogers is up to fifth. He's see where the real battles are. So Toby's actually pulled away from, but he's pulling away from Fitzy. Fitzy still has the fastest lap, but I think Toby has decided to put on the pressure now, just open up that engine just as he's got going again, whereas Fitzy is now dropping back a little bit. But it wouldn't help. Fitzy's tyre wear is a menace at the moment, so it's probably not helping him. Neil there in third. He's trying to close that gap on Fitzy, but not having much luck at the moment. And Smith is there in fourth as they come through this bit. Rogers is trying to chase him down, but it looks like Rogers could be pitting this lap. He might have one more lap in him. Well, Smith will be fine. He won't need to pit. He's still got plenty of fuel. He's probably got 2 or 3 more laps, maybe. With Rogers there in fifth, he is now pitting. So that's going to allow Motorstorm to get up to sixth. And then Paul there is in seventh now. He's been chased by Dyson in seventh. Is Dyson going to make a move here? Oh, side by side. He does try it, but he doesn't. Paul manages to keep that position. Dyson there in seventh. He's got Unforgiven all over his rear bumper, looking to try and catch him. Oh, Paul got a bit jiggery through that bit. That's allowed Dyson to go for a move on him. Well, Dyson's now up to sixth. Paul's dropped down to seventh. He's got Unforgiven's in this battle between the two of them, so there's a three-way battle for sixth here. Rossi's not too far behind in ninth though. P. White there is in 10th now, but he's got an Osman right behind him in 11th on the soft tyres, so it's medium tyres versus soft tyres. Oz is literally going to look to get past P. White as quick. Oh, there was a little bump there. Ozzy's making a move now. And Oz has made his move and he is past, so Oz now is up to 10th. P. White down to 11th. Rogers there in 12th. Victor there in 13th. And Chuck there in 14th. So Fitzy has taken the lead now. But Fitzy probably will be pitting this lap as he comes up to the next chicane again. for the 9th time. So Neil's probably got a couple more laps in him. Smith's trying to chase Neil down, but not having much luck. Murray's almost dropped off a little bit. Well, he's trying to still catch up after his little mistake. Dyson there in 5th. Rossi's just made a move on Unforgiven. It's medium tyres versus soft tyres. I think Unforgiven may be struggling on those softs at the moment now, because it looks like Rossi got past actually rather easily, but Rossi's going to be pitting this lap. I think Unforgiven will probably pit as well. Let's just stay with these two and see what they do. I mean, Toby is back out the pits. He's dropped down to 8th, but Fitzy is now in the pits now. So is Toby going to retake the lead? Yep, so Rossi and Unforgiven both are in the pits now. Toby's coming around the final corner. Is Fitzy going to get out of the pits before Toby gets there? No, he can't. Toby retakes with Fitzy coming out on the hard tyres now. He's actually got quite a big lead though. He wasn't that far ahead, but he has. Let's have a look. Toby, oh, okay. Toby has not filled up completely, whereas Fitzy did, so that's allowed Toby to get away a little bit. I think Neil will be the next person to go in the pits, but so will Smith. And most of you, and Dyson. So the top 4 will all be pitting this lap. Let's just looking at their time so far on the 10th lap. So Neil's fastest is a 50.5, Smith's is a 51.0, most Tom's is a 50.5, Dyson's is a 52.0. Yep, so Neil, Smith, Motorstorm and Dyson are all now in the pits. So that should allow Toby to take the lead back quite easily. And will Fitzy be able to take the 2nd place back? Yep, Fitzy is back in. Neil just comes out or doesn't go out. So Fitzy is there in 2nd, but he's got Oz right on his rear bumper. Oz makes a move and takes that position. Although Oz is on the soft tyres, Fitzy is on the hard tyres, so Fitzy had to brake sooner than Ozzy did, so that was probably quite an easy pass there for Ozzy. But just looking at it, so Toby's on the hard tyres, Ozzy's on the softs, and Fitzy's on the hards. Yep. Well, there is a big gap to Toby in 1st, but Toby will have to pit before everyone though, that's the thing. Although maybe not, Oz will have to pit before Toby will, because he went in before everyone. It's a difficult one because Toby's going to have to pit sooner. Yep, Toby has now pitted, so that will allow Oz to take the lead. Or is Oz going to... No, Oz is going to carry on. He's not going to pit. So that's Oz in the lead now, with Fitzy there in second. Neil there in third. Smith there in fourth. Motorstorm there in fifth. Victor there in sixth. Toby is now coming out of the pits. On soft tyres now as well with a full tank. But, actually from experience, he will have to pit again. That's a definite one. He will have to pit again unless he fuel saves a lot. Because you're only getting, I think, 9 laps to tank out. So this, gonna have to watch, because he's pitted for his final stop already. We're gonna have to pay attention to Toby, keep an eye on him to see if he can, where he's gonna finish. Because he's gonna have to literally push like crazy now to get us. He's gonna have to Toby will have to push like crazy now. Purely because of his fuel. Anyway, Oz is starting to pull away from Fitzy now. There's probably about, what, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5. Maybe about 3.5, 4 seconds, maybe 5 between Oz and Fitzy. And then there's Neil there in third, with Motorstorm there in fourth, Smith there in fifth. The hard, softs, hard. So Neil's on the hards, Motorstorm's on the softs, and Smith is on the hards. That Neil brings them down to the first chicane once again. Motorstorm is on the faster tyre compared to Neil and Smith. Oh, Smith's picked up a second penalty. Motorstorm's trying to do it, trying to get past Neil here. Good move there from Motorstorm Hero, pulled it off. Lap 13, so we are not halfway through yet. Smith is trying to make a move, but there's no point in him making a move because he's got to serve a second penalty anyway. Someone else picked up, oh, Fitzy's picked up a penalty. That's not going to help him, so he's got next time around. That's going to allow Motorstorm to close that gap even more. So Oz has taken to the pits now. So that's going to allow Fitzy to take the lead. Motorstorm up to second, Neil up to third, Smith up to fourth, Victor up to fifth, Toby up to sixth, Dyson up to seventh, Unforgiven up to eighth, Paul up to ninth, Rossi up to 10th, and Oz is on his way back out now. So Oz is all the way down in 11th. It shows how close this race is. because he was in the lead and now he's dropped all the way down to 11th. So it shows there's not much difference in anyone this race. Anyway, Pete White is there in 12th. He's been chased by Rodders in 13th. And Chuck there in 14th, who has never really recovered after his off earlier on. Now Motorstorm Hero is right behind Fitzy as they come through through the S's. Now Fitzy's going to be serving his half-second penalty now here, so Motorstorm should be able to get past. He's trying. Excuse me. So Motorstorm is now leading with Fitzy there in second. Neil there, a little way back in third. With Smithy there in fourth. Victor there in fifth. Oh no, Toby's in fifth. He's battling with Victor at the moment. So Toby's up to fifth now. He is closing in on Smith, who is on the hard tyres. So Toby has now got the fastest lap with a 1:49.7. So Toby's right on Smith's coattail now, looking to get that move done, get past as fast as possible. Oh, Victor's picked up our penalty now, picked up a second penalty. So that's a shame for him. And then Toby there is in sixth. It's sixth. He was up to fifth. Toby must have had an off somewhere. He must have had a mistake. He's being chased by Dyson there in seventh. Unforgiven there in 8th. Paul there in 9th. Wassy there in 10th. Osman there in 11th. He is... Nope, I was just about to think he was going to go in the pits again, but he's not. He's just trying to close that gap to Rossi as quickly as he can. Right then 12th, Rodders there in 13th, and Chuck there in 14th. I think he is gradually catching up Rodders. Chuck does have more fuel as well. They're both on medium tyres. So Motorstorm Hero is really pulling away now on those soft tyres in the lead. Fitzy's dropping off. And there's nothing, unfortunately, he can do because he's on the hard tyres. The Neil's definitely putting the pressure on now. He is closing that gap on Fitzy, trying to do what he can to catch up. Well, Toby's just got a new fastest lap with a 1:49.2, so he is really pushing it at the moment to get as far up the grid as possible. Victor there in 6th, Dyson there in 7th, Unforgiven there in 8th, Paul there in 9th, Oz there in 10th, Rossi there in 11th, P. White there 12th, Rogers there 13th, Chuck there 14th. So our Motorstorm hero has got the lead. He's got plenty of fuel, but his tyres are going to start going off shortly. He's probably got a couple more laps in them before he's going to need to change them. But he has opened up a decent enough time to Fitzy. But Fitzy's definitely going to have to pit before Motorstorm will, but Motorstorm might just have to pit anyway just because of his tyres. And Neil there in 3rd, trying to close that gap on Fitzy. He is gradually. And Toby loves to fall. Now let's actually go on board with Toby. As Toby takes us through the first chicane. Trying to get through as quickly as possible. Got a bit of a gap to Smith behind him. You can see Neil just up ahead of him. So he comes down to the neck to the S and closing that gap on Neil really quickly. Going down this long straight. Keeping as far to the inside as possible, but going out a little bit wide. The Motorstorm hero has taken to the pits now, and Toby is right behind Neil currently. Is he going to make a move here? Yes, he is making a move. So Toby now up. Oh no, I thought I saw Motorstorm hero going in the pits, but it wasn't. It was Fitzy who went in the pits. It was a completely wrong person I was looking at. So Toby's up to 2nd now, with Neil's down to 3rd. Dice is up to 4th. Ozzy's up to 5th. He's got half-second penalty now. That's going to allow Unforgiven to get that position off of him. And Fitz has come out of the pits. He's right ahead of, so Fitzy and Smith have both pitted, so they're down to 7th and 8th. But Fitz is on the medium, Smith's on the softs. Smith's gonna be on the much faster tyre now. And P White there in 9th. He's being chased by Victor there in 10th. Looking at their times, Victor's fastest lap is a 51.4, P White's is a 50.8. The Victor's up to 8th now. Unforgiven is just coming out of the pits. He is now on the hard tyres. He's in 9th. Pulls on the mediums in 11th. Rossi there in 12th. On the softs as well. P White just coming out of the pits now. On the softs. And then Rodder's there in 14th. He's just come out on softs as well. So Chuck is made his way. He is up to 9th now. But he's going to have to pit again shortly because he's not going to have enough fuel for 7 laps. Only Dyson is well ahead of Oz in 2nd. They're both going to have to pit this lap. Motorstorm, who's just pitted, so he should retake the lead. He should retake the lead. Oz picked up a half-second penny as well, but Motorstorm Hero should retake the lead now, with Toby there in 4th. He's on the soft now, and he will jump up to 2nd, with Smith up to 3rd. Dyson's just coming out of the pits. So Smith's in 3rd, Neil's in 4th, Fitzy is trying to make a move to get past, but Fitzy's there in 5th. Dyson is there in 6th, with Victor there in 7th. And Oz there in 8th. Paul and Unforgiven are having a go at it. So Unforgiven's really piling the pressure on Paul at the moment. Paul's on the mediums, Unforgiven's on the hards. So actually Paul is on the faster tyre. He just needs to get into a rhythm here and not let Unforgiven pull him in. And there's a bit of a gap to Rossi there in 11th, with Pete White there in 12th, and Rodder's there in 13th, and Chuck is now down in last place, but he is very close to Rodgers here. Rodgers is on the soft, so if Chuck puts in faster laps than Rodgers, he may catch him eventually. With there being only 6 laps left, whether he can catch him and pass him is another question. Oh, Mostock has come back. Mostock got that all wrong. Coming down to the first corner. Oh, the car just did not want to do what it needed to be done. So Toby's taking the lead now with Motorstorm Heroes dropped down to second. And Smith is right on Motorstorm's rear bumper here. Yeah, Smith is really going for it, looking for that pass. Motorstorm's on the hard tyres as well, so Smith is going to have all the momentum here with him being on softs. So Smith's got to take his chance while we can. They are side by side, coming down to the next corner, and Smith is passed. Oh, he gets that a little bit wrong. Motorstorm back right behind him again, trying to get that position back, and Smith has got a half-second penalty now as well. They are side by side. Smith's just ahead. Now side by side, racing down towards the first corner. Who's going to have the biggest brass knuckles? Ooh, side by side. There was a bit of touch in there, but nothing else they could do. Oh, Motorstorm's picked up a half-second penalty now as well. So that actually helps Smith out here now, because now they both have that half-second to serve. Fitzy there in fourth, with Dyson chasing him down and Neil chasing him down in sixth. And then there's a big gap to Aussie there in seventh, with Victor there in eighth, Unforgiven there in ninth, Paul there in 10th. Rossi there 11th, P. White 12th, Rogers there in 13th, but Chuck has really putting the pressure on here now. He is really closing that gap on Rogers now. The last couple laps, Rogers is on 51.4, 51.9. Chuck is a 51 and a 2 minutes, so I think Chuck may have made a mistake the lap before, or he pitted or something, I'm not sure. There are 4 laps to go, so the laps are counting down towards the end. Right, lap 24, 3 laps to go. Toby leads with a decent lead over Smith in second. So Motorstorm and Dyson are battling it out. So Motorstorm's gone for a move on Smith. Oh, it hasn't paid off. Went out wide, so now he's dropped down to 4th position. He's now got Fitzy right behind him. Neil's there in 6th as well, so it's lap 4, and the top 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The top 6, other than Toby, are all really close. There's lots of racing to go on here. Smith's trying to, Dyson's trying to make a move on Smith here. Is Dyson going to make a move here? And he does. Dyson goes up the inside and he takes that second position from Smith. Is Smith going to pick up a half-second penalty though? Nope, doesn't look like he will. When Motorstorm is there, you've got Fitzy right behind him. Looks like Fitzy's trying to make a move. This is where the racing is at the moment. Looks like Dyson's trying to go around the outside of Smith here. And Motorstorm is trying to make a move on Fitzy up the inside. And he has, he's got it done. Fitzy there 5th, Neil there 6th, so Neil's dropped off a little bit from the battle now. Odds there is 7th, Victor there in 8th, being chased. Unforgiven is gradually getting closer to him, but Victor is on the soft tyres, so, but them tyres, hopefully they will last till the end, but he's going to be suffering from grip at the moment. Whereas Unforgiven does not have that issue in 9th. And there's Rossi there, trying to get the job done. He's got Paul right behind him now. Paul's gone to make a move on him. So you can have battles anywhere on the field. Paul's doing whatever he can to get past Rossi here. P right there in 12th. Now Chuck is making a move on Rodders for that 13th spot. Chuck is up to 13th now. Rodders is down to 14th. So Toby is just set a new fastest lap of a 49.231. Dyson there in 2nd. Smith is trying to chase him down. We're on the penultimate lap at the moment. If Smith wants that position, he's going to have to do something quick. But Dyson definitely is on the soft tyre, so Smith, but Dyson's tyre deck is a lot better than Smith. Toby is starting his final lap now, with Dyson there in 2nd, Smith there in 3rd, Fitzy there in 4th, Motorstorm here in 5th, Neil there 6th, Oz there 7th, Victor there 8th, Unforgiven 9th, Paul there in 10th. He's being challenged by Rossi here. Rossi on the outside, Paul on the inside. Okay, Paul going to get his position back, because Paul's got more grip than Rossi has, so he'll be able to brake later. Oh, Paul got that all wrong. He had the grip, but he just He just could not stop. The car would not brake, unfortunately for him. So that's going to let Rossi get away now. P. White there in 12th. With Chuck there in 13th. And Rodders there in 14th. So anyway, coming through the last S's of the race. Dyson's got away from Smith a little bit. I really need to stay with Toby now because he's just about to come around to finish the race. Toby comes home to win at Monza. Congratulations to him. Dyson takes second. Smith takes third. Motorsport takes fourth. Neil takes fifth. Oswald takes sixth. Fitzy will take seventh. Unforgiven will take eighth. Victor will take ninth. Rossi will take 10th, with Paul right behind him in 11th. Paul will take 12th. Chuck will take 13th. With Rodders coming home in 14th. And that was a fantastic race from everyone. Thank you for Toby for sharing and tagging the replay for me, because if you hadn't done that and tagged it, I wouldn't have found it. Anyway, so congratulations to the top 3. That was a brilliant race. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Definitely press the like button, because I know I get a lot of views but not many likes. It only takes 5 seconds, not even 5 seconds, to press that like button, and it's much appreciated. Anyway, I will see you next time for the final round, which is Spa. And there's definitely I could guarantee there's probably going to be rain at that race for the last race of the season, which is going to put a spanner in the works. Anyway, so that's bye from me, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye for now.